Welcome to Gamereactor TV. Today we're going to talk about a very exciting new product. It's the iPhone 3G. One of the key features when we're talking about Apple products is the design. And as you may notice, if you've seen the previous iPhone, which was released a year ago, this is very similar to that one, as well as the iPod Touch. It still has a glass front, and on the back, this was previously in metal, but now it's plastic. As you can see, this is a black one. It comes in white and black, 8 and 16 gigabyte models. And being an iPhone with a big touchscreen, it doesn't have a lot of buttons. But what it does have is the home button on the bottom. On the side here we have the volume controls, mute button, and on the top we have the on-off button. And over here we have the headphone jack. An important thing about this one is that the previous model, it was recessed, so you had to use special headphones. Now you can use any headphones you like. So that's about it. Now, since this is the second generation of the iPhone, I'm only going to cover some of the newest features on this one. It is the iPhone 3G, and what that means is that it supports the 3G network. In theory, that means you can surf web pages much faster than you could on the old model, which only had Edge support. Another key feature in this one is the built-in GPS, which is actually quite fast for a phone. It uses the Google Maps as well as the old one, and it is actually a GPS, which means it's assisted GPS. So it uses radio towers as well to find your position, and as you can see, it's very fast and quite accurate. One of the last key features that I'm going to mention is the App Store. You might have read about this on the internet, heard about it. It is basically the same thing as iTunes, only with applications. I can try and start it. There we go. What this is, it's iTunes is for music and App Store is for applications. It can be any applications, Facebook, games, and that sort of thing. Small programs you can install on your phone. The great thing about this is you can get these applications anywhere. You can download them over the 3G, or you can download it over a Wi-Fi when you're at home. So it's very good. The iPhone 3G is without a doubt one of the most anticipated gadgets of the year, if not the most anticipated gadget. Unfortunately, it does have a few shortcomings, one of them being the battery, which drains quite quickly if you use all of the built-in functions, such as the Safari browser, the GPS, and even the 3G network, which uses a lot more power than the old Edge network. Also, some of the functions that people felt were missing from the first version are still missing in this one, such as MMS, video recording, and even Bluetooth stereo, which is odd because this is also an MP3 player. It's actually quite weird that Apple hasn't addressed these issues, but who knows, maybe they'll come in future updates on the App Store. On the other hand, I have to say that the new additions to the iPhone 3G are actually very, very good. First of all, we have the GPS, which is actually one of the fastest and most accurate GPSs I've seen in a phone so far. Unfortunately, it doesn't have turn-by-turn navigation, but you will be able to buy software that can do that later on. That software will be available from the App Store, which is also a great addition to the iPhone 3G. If you know iTunes, this is very similar. It lets you download programs for your phone very easily, and it uses the same account as your iTunes account. So if you know that, familiar with that, it's very, very simple and very easy to get new programs for the phone at home via Wi-Fi or on the go via Edge or 3G. Very simple and very smart. One last feature I'd like to mention is the navigation. If you know Apple products, the iPod Touch or the old iPhone, you already know how to navigate this phone. And I have to say, this is one of the easiest ways to navigate I've seen so far. It is simply fantastic to navigate this phone. If you know Apple, it's what you'd come to expect. It's very simple and very, very intuitive. Personally, I have to say I really, really like the iPhone. It's a very great product. It has a few shortcomings, poor battery life. It's a bit expensive, but I just have to have one.